What's the wine? It's the Kraze. What's the wine? What's the wine? It's the Kraze. What's the wine? It's the Kraze. What's the wine? What's the wine? It's the Kraze. What's the wine? It's the Kraze. What's the wine? What's the wine? It's the Kraze. You know exactly what it is when you play it, y'all. Miss Kraze got it rolling crazy. It's the Kraze.
Hey guys, welcome down to another episode of the Kraze Show. Once again, I'm your host, Miss Kraze. And today my co-host is the lovely STACEY Walker. She's a booming, up to coming model. She also is getting ready to develop her own application.
Mobile app development.
Awesome.
Yes.
She's my co-host tonight, y'all. She's Miss STACEY Walker. I'm rocking out with Miss Pure. She's always in the building. And of course, my DJ, Chris B. Y'all show them some love. Without further ado, our special guest for tonight is no other. He's like a brother to me.
Yes.
It's definitely family. He's a veteran in this mother sucker. I said he's a veteran in this hip hop shit here in Detroit. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes. He is Loui, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all show some love for my brother Mike Loui and his bitch. Loui, this is long overdue, brother. I've been waiting to talk to you. I've been waiting to kick it with you. How you been? How's the family before we get started? Blessed. And how you, baby?
Everything is blessed.
Fought your way through this pandemic.
Fought the way through the pandemic.
Amen.
Everything. Family,
Staying out the way.
Family, friends, everybody.
Awesome. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna start from the beginning, Mike. I ain't gonna hold him up. Talk about Mike Loui. Mike Loui. All right. Let me try to get this right. It's 3 boys, 2 girls. James, Dion, Mike Loui, right? Okay. So you number 3. Talk to me about how it was coming up with all that talent in your household as a Lucas little boy. How was that growing up?
Dope.
Okay.
It was interesting. Is when you creatively, my uncle Jerome, he played the keys, and my grandmother Doris, rest her soul, she was singing all the time. She used to sing operas. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Really?
and then my stepfather,
Could she blow?
you know, Tyrone, he used to play the bass and, you know, singing groups, Dion singing, and just musically, we used to just act and mimic things. And when the boys was out and Boys the Man, we used to just try to mimic everything we heard musically. Like, it was fun. It's a long story. Like, we used to put on big suit jackets and act like we was New Edition and go in the middle of the street and be doing the dances.
Wow.
You know, I've been in a couple singing groups.
Okay.
Too, like, have to hold the note and listen to harmonies and learn harmonies and all that type of stuff.
Okay. And what age was it? What was the age when you said, okay, I can spit, I got some flow? When did you start rapping? Yeah.
That's a good question. I originally was an R&B guy. Like, I still to this day write R&B, and I love R&B. That's like, I have a love for R&B.
Okay, I know that.
Long story short, see, that's a spin-off off the title of the mixtape, A Long Story Long, but long story short, I was working at the $2 car wash on Plymouth, right next to the 6th Precinct. And I think I sung a hook for somebody. But before then, my brother Spain, he called me in on one of my brother Dion tracks. And put me on a joint with Dion. You know, this when Dion was recording his starting to record his solo project, and it was a song called "In a Drop," produced by Spears. And he just told me to hop on it, and I think it was on Madlin. that on Madeline Spears? Yeah. I went wrote a verse to that, and I listened back to myself and was like, "Yo, I can rap." And another inspiration was the guys that I was singing the hook for when they came and got me. When I sung the hook for them, I listened to they. Once the song was done, I listened and I was like, "Damn, they sound good as hell."
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like I just tried it because I wasn't as good as my brother singing. Like Dion, he could do the runs and all that, and
shout out to Dion Lucas.
Yeah, shout out to Dion Lucas
for sure.
7 Mile.
7 Mile.
Like, he could sing so good. Spears, Spain, he could do the runs, and everybody could do the runs. I couldn't structure my runs right. I can hold a note and I can do a lead vocal, but I couldn't, play with my voice like that. And the way we came up and singing, it was like if you wasn't doing these runs, like you had to learn some more. So it's like I was kind of a little bit behind learning to run. So once I figured out like, I can't get these incredible runs that y'all doing, so I'm gonna just try to rap, and I just developed a love for it. I always loved hip hop, period. From just all the legendary people of hip hop, but that's what made me start rapping.
Okay. All right.
But I never stopped singing.
Yeah, I know you still sing now.
Yeah,
you still sing now. But
rap is my thing now. It's my thing now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Mike.
So she touched on family a little bit. Now I'm here because this is my cousin.
Right. Y'all blood
cousin.
Blood cousin.
First cousin.
I should have said that.
Our mothers are sisters.
Okay.
Yes. So I grew up with Mikey, and I know him.
Right. That's why I wanted somebody like you.
He's Mikey to me, but he Loui today.
Loui to the world.
I gotta get used to calling him Loui.
they know me. They know me, Mike.
Yeah.
But, it's the same thing. Go ahead, cuz.
So what I want to ask you, because I know that family is like so huge to you.
Yeah.
You take a lot of pride in being a great dad, a great husband, and you're always involved in family. So I wanted to ask you, to go even further and talk about, how has family played a role in you, building your music career and giving you the inspiration to continue in music.
Good question.
Oh, okay. When it comes to family and music, and I've learned something from everybody. One thing about me is if I get around somebody and they know something that I don't know, I'm like a sponge. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like I forgot to mention my cousin Kevin Sways. He really, in the beginning, I forgot to mention that Sways, he was incredible as a rapper, and I used to say his raps in other hoods. When I used to visit my father, I used to say his raps on Linwood. And they used to think they was my raps, and until he came on Linwood, and they had a cipher, and then he spit his raps. They all looked at me like, "Hold on, I thought that was your rap." But then after that, I had to write my own shit. But thank you, Sways, for that. Like if it was, hey. But your question, the family, it really play a big part because everybody who is in the entertainment business, they have this this big picture of making it for their family, and the main goal is to make sure your family is right and good, right? You want to buy mama a house,
absolutely.
You want to make sure your siblings are good. You want to, and you at the same time you want people to be proud of you of your accomplishments and what you do. So family play a real big, important part.
Absolutely.
Even if there's no support from certain ways with family, you know what I'm saying? It's still important because if you feel like family members aren't supporting you, it gives you more drive. But
Absolutely.
really, in their heart, they support you.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the way they're giving you the support.
Yeah. So it's like
Pushing you. Yeah, I get it.
family's important. Period. Like at the end of the day, I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for family. Period. Because I have a large family.
Absolutely.
On both sides, Walker and Lucas. I got a large family.
Yeah, y'all deep.
And
we
friends,
real deep.
and people like Spain, Spears. I've been knowing him 20, almost 30 years. Like that's my brother. Like, and it's a lot of people that's family that's not blood.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
I look at them as well as yo, I'm trying to do it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I want everybody to have an opportunity. I'm really trying to. I'm not trying to do it for myself and for self wealth for real. I want to do it to be put in a position to be able to help.
Absolutely.
Not just my family, but just I see you see these homeless people everywhere and people mental health and all this type of stuff. People look at homeless people and automatically think that, oh man, they addicted to something or something. And I look a little deeper. I watch a lot of documentaries on Skid Row and homeless people, and I was like, yo, if I had this, I could do this to help. But that's my drive.
Gotcha.
I'm glad you mentioned mental health because I wanted to touch on that. Now, I've been doing my homework, like listening to your music.
Let's get to some music.
I listened to Hope I Never Go Back.
Oh, okay.
You talked a lot about family in there, and you also, talked about a lot of hurt and pain from losing people.
Yeah.
As well as The Impossible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's those, like, The Impossible, that was like the last song that I added to the actual mixtape. I did it like, it was like 15 minutes. I was just thinking in my head like, yo, I gotta make a song about how you can, be strong in a situation where, people feel like you're supposed to be on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I came up with that song. That song was about my daughter who fought cancer, beat it when the doctors said she may not. You know what I'm saying? And God blessed me to keep my daughter. Then me losing my son on the other hand, and then
Rest in
just
peace.
now going through that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace of my son. But that kind of it's kind of like it gives me the drive to actually, like, all of this music was done with the drive of not thinking about what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like I took my pain and put my pain and my stress and depression and what was going on in my life, and I put it into the music. So the song you talking about, Hope I Never Go Back, that was just me saying how it's not y'all, it's me. Because I'm going through something right now that some people couldn't imagine going through.
Right.
So on that song that you saying, like, Hope I Never Go Back, it was just me basically saying PTSD, every time's, being when something happened to somebody that's so close to you, you get the feeling like, yo, if it happened to this person and that person was so innocent, like, what can happen to me?
Right.
So, and I touched on I said my cousin's names in that song. Like when I said, I don't even talk to Vic Lion Wu no more. Veli only call me when he needs something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's personal.
And yeah, but I said, that's not how I'm supposed to feel. I said it in a song, like, but when everybody love me, I don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I afraid, and why don't I want to go to a function when everybody is waiting to see me and they love me? But in my head, I'm just feeling like, yo, don't nobody sometimes in that depression stage that I was in before I started the recording phase of these set of songs.
Right.
Because before then, I had Spiz before the pandemic, and we was working. We recorded a couple of albums, and I was getting through that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot to it, but at the end of the day, I touched on a whole lot of personal stuff on this project.
Yeah, you did.
A whole lot.
I mean,
lot.
but you've been through a whole
did.
lot.
Yeah.
So that really what my question was, being that you have had to deal with the loss of your son, rest in peace to him. How were you able to overcome that, or how were you able to deal with it? And what are some of the things that you did in order to get through that stage in your life, and even right now, because it wasn't that long ago. What are some of the things that you have done to get through it, and what can you give advice to someone who may be going through something traumatic like that right now?
It's losing a son. It's just like I say in the other song that you mentioned, The Impossible. It's like I say in that song, I can't explain the pain of losing your son. I can't do that. I can't tell somebody how it actually feels. Because it's not a feeling. It's something deeper than that. Like losing a kid is not a feeling.
Right.
It's a life changing, altering in your life, but when I try to it's something that it's not any getting over it.
Right.
You feel me? It's coping.
Right.
I cope,
Yeah.
I read our text messages. And to me, I try to tell myself that my son is off in college or living a life and with his wife and kids or something.
Right.
I try to but that's the reason why I'm like locking in on this music, because my son always wanted me he knew every word to every song, and he always wanted me to keep on going with the music, and you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like at the end of that song, The Impossible, you hear me say, I remember you knew every word.
Right.
I do this for you. I do this rap for you. So it kind of brought me back into a space where it was kind of like my son wouldn't want me to sit, because I never was able to really get that out. Usually people have time to grieve, but people got to understand, when my son was brain dead in the hospital, everything, he was okay when everything was happening. My son was supposed to be in my wedding. So all of this is happening at the same time. I'm getting married. It's the happiest time of my life. But my son is in the hospital, brain dead. And, every time I go to the hospital, the doctors is telling me, like, you got to make a decision on it and, pull him off life support, or he's going to be a vegetable. Things of that nature, and then you believe in God and say, hey, we're going to let God have that last word.
Right, absolutely.
You just have the faith that something is going to happen. But, you just, bottom line is, it's just whatever, the stronger your faith is in God, and if you believe in what God says in His word, then you're able to cope with something like that. And the loss so close and the loss so dear, you just turn to God at that point.
You got to.
There's nobody that you can talk to
Yeah.
in that situation that can, it's no psychiatrist, it's no therapist, it's nobody you can talk to but Jesus, period. Because
absolutely, Mike.
Can't nobody sit you down and say, woosah,
right,
yoga, meditate. Like, no, that's my son, yo. And I got other sons that I look at and it's like, yo, they going through it too, but it's no, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I never got the time. I never had time to sit down and actually really let that out, because I always had to be on.
Because you got other kids.
Yeah,
I can't have to be a father.
I can't rob my family of.
You have to be a husband.
Of me.
Right.
If I break down and imagine me just buckling down on my wife and my kids and like, yo, I can't move. I can't, like, it's times that really in the song I said sometimes I want to lay it down. That's just how I feel. And it's kind of like that type of thing. It make you just want to lay down on the floor, spread your legs and spread your arms and just say, listen, just either step on me or walk around me. Either way it go, it won't hurt me.
Absolutely.
As much as what I'm going through is.
Right. Gotcha.
So I just live, day by day, and and credit to my wife and my family.
Shout out to
friends,
wifey.
and the people that's just been around me.
Yeah.
My cousin Kaylin, my bro Spain. You know what I'm saying? It's the key people.
Strong support system. That's very important.
Wife, that's my sister, Nita. Like the people who just in your corner when you need somebody to talk to, if I'm having, in the beginning and to now, if I feel some type of way, I'll just call Spears and, what I'm saying, he'll just talk me through it,
Okay.
And, friends like that is really hard to come by, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
appreciate just that, and, I talk to my wife about it, and, it's like, first she had to get used to it,
Yeah, I bet
because
it was
she also it's crazy because my wife went through an ordeal the same way. My daughter's brother he passed, so my wife had to double deal with it.
Oh, wow.
Because my stepdaughter, I don't like calling her my stepdaughter. She's
I
my
got
daughter,
you.
but
Yeah.
her brother passed on her father's side, but my wife had been around him since, so it was like he called her mom,
Yeah.
So we lost him. Crazy. Rest in peace, J1. We lost J1,
man.
and then we lost Queasy, my son, our son, and it's kind of like it was a double thing, and I know my wife was going through that, because it was like.
That's tragic.
She was his second mom, and I'm going through this at the same time, and she trying to help. It's kind of like you can't put pain with pain,
right?
Because you're gonna equal it out to pain.
Yeah.
So you just gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
You know
Figure it out.
So basically that's in a nutshell of how I deal with the loss of my son.
Okay,
I know that helped a lot of people.
Well, let's get into the music though. Let's get into some music now. Okay.
Yeah,
Gift to Gab. Gift to Gab.
Oh yeah.
Gift to Gab all the way
First
to
album.
where we at now. Long story long. How have your music changed from Gift to Gab to where you at with it now?
It's changed a lot. I can remember. I remember Spears calling me, "Yo, Thumbin, that's your pocket. That's where you at, bro. You need to come over here now." Like, but the music from my last project made it. I was just going. I was just trying to be an artist, right?
Made It was
and try
fire.
to make good music, and I was making good music with Made It, and I was going and shooting the videos. But this album, I think this is like kind of like one of the best body of works I ever done, because I was able to tap into my inner self. I was able to make the songs that I wanted to make. It's like a lot of songs. Matter of fact, every song, damn near, except the ones that I'm talking choppy and giving people what they want. I really dug into my soul to say some of this stuff. It was like some of these songs, like they were so deep and emotional. Like you can hear it. You can hear my voice cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I hear the pain.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
Like,
when I was listening, I was like, wow.
Yeah, you can hear it. I hear your pain in there too.
Was it a lot more personal?
Yeah, it was because, like I said, it was a pandemic. So if my wife is, my wife never wanted me to leave out the room. She want me to watch Golden Girls with her. I watch a lot of old shows and stuff, and she binge watch. But while she's doing that, I hit the garage and I just sit in the car. Like all of this music that I made, I probably recorded. I know for sure, probably. I recorded over 400 songs. Sitting in my car.
I was gonna ask you that.
Sitting in my
car. Through the pandemic, how many songs? 400
songs on GarageBand, and I just kept going.
Dang, that's work.
But that was the answer to my depression and the pain that I was going through. The answer was go back to your music.
Out. Yeah,
go back to your
let
music.
It out.
Talk about it.
Right.
Like,
that's real.
You know, I got songs on there about my wife.
Oh, number one fan.
Yeah, I got that.
See,
number one fan. But I also got a song on there called "What If."
You know, that's fire.
And "What If" is basically, a song.
Should we give them a taste of something while we talking about it?
If y'all.
Well, we got queued up for the new project for Loui.
Yeah, play something.
Yeah.
Anything.
Cause I'm a play something from Loui. What's
you know what you could play? I want you to play something that we talking about, like the feel that had the. You could play "Hope I Never Go Back."
I hope I never. She got all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
But this joint right here was like just what I was feeling at the time, and I just was feeling like my phone wasn't ringing enough, and
okay. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of this song. I was in a place where I felt like I need help from people, but where is the help? You know what I'm saying? So I just spilt out my feelings on it, you know. But this is "Hope I Never Go Back."
Hope I never go back, Loui, y'all.
Man, I pray to God I don't never have to go back to the shit that I came from, man. Nigga make it out, man, from all that envy, hate, jealousy, fake shit, fuck shit. Stay 10 tones down, be a real nigga. Rest in peace with my niggas, man. Free all my niggas.
Cornmeal, these niggas sound crazy.
Hope I never go back to that savage shit.
Hope I never go.
Never get back to the average shit.
No.
Everything I got now I cherish it. Never going back to no embarrassment. My niggas stay down, hope they stay down. Free all of my niggas that's locked down. Rest up, all my bros ain't here now. We can't play no roles in the video.
They say you getting all this money, you can't take it with you. They tell you why she jealous, niggas that try to get you. I vow I'll never leave my strap, always take it with you. Try to run up on me, niggas, see where it get you. I don't even trust myself, so I stay in. Get the money counted up, then prayed in. Hope God's still working on my way in. Golden glove had to get the working way in. Nigga popping all these perks, got me missing sleep. Shit, I gotta cope the pain, cause I'm missing keys. Don't even see my family, ain't talked to them in weeks. Shit deep, this depression got me feeling weak. Having dreams about my daddy, they be feeling real. When I think about my granny, I be feeling ill. Rest in peace, baby Duke, nigga free chill. Sometimes I wanna lay it down, it's just how I feel. Seen Drew take his last breath, for real. Man, this PTSD got me on still. Said took his own life, he ain't get killed. Dre died in the army from a fucking drill. Rest in peace to Gargles, I ain't even seen him off. I ain't wanna see my nigga in the fucking coffin. All this lean that I'm drinking, it ain't for a cough. Shit, it be seeming like I'm trying to get these demons off. I be praying for my mama for a peace of mind. Hoping she don't stay alone for a long time. But all the shit she been through, I can't blame her. Shit, sometimes I even seem like a stranger. Talking to my sons, all I can do now. Shit, I don't even talk to Vic Lion Wu now. Seem like Belly only call me when he needs something. Can't even say the word bro, cause they don't mean nothing. Feel like everything I do is a mess up. A nigga tell me come through, it's a setup. Shit, this paranoia got me fucked up. Telling voices in my head, shut the fuck up. I can't even get to sleep if I'm Papa's in. Whenever shit gets steep, I ain't got a friend. At least that's what I feel like. But when everybody love me, they don't feel right. Job fucking with my head, I can't show my hand. Sometimes I feel like I'm a star and I ain't got no fans. Sometimes I feel a little hot and I ain't got a fan. It's like a nigga in the game, but I ain't really playing. Apologizing to my wife for some shit I said. Cause it ain't really happened, it was in my head. lot of people miss me that I know about. But it's fucked up cause I don't wanna go out. Remember when I used to pop up and show out? Turning up a party I ain't know about. If Mikey there, it's gonna be fun, nigga, no doubt. But they don't know I miss my son and I'm woe out. Shit. It's like I had my heart tore out. If it ain't happened to your kid, then you don't know about. I know I had a hard upbringing, but imagine being 15, sleeping in a dope house, thinking it was your house, cause the dope man wouldn't let you go out. Shit, that might be something y'all don't know about.
Hey, I'm good now though. I'm good.
That shit was shit. 15 minutes. Off the top of my head. I never wrote a word, a rhyme, or nothing on all 400 songs. I did it off the top of my head. Never wrote a lyric. I mean,
That's literally raw.
it's raw. Like,
That's what raw is.
I surprised myself. Now, don't get me wrong. I just didn't do it just off of one take. I thought of what I was gonna say. And I probably said about 4 to 5 bars, stopped, thought of the other 4 to 5 bars, punched those in. You know, it's kind of like I wrote it in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 or 5 bars at a time. I just never. It was so quick. But now I know what like Jay-Z and Lil Wayne was talking about when they said they didn't write. It was just that they do it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say I didn't write it, it came off like with no pen. I ain't saying it like to be like, yo, I'm better than niggas. Right. Like it's just that I've been rapping so long. It's like I already know what I want to say. So it's kind of like, yo, I built myself up to that. It's like I went in the gym and I'm used to it. Some people, they go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not saying it to brag, but I couldn't believe I did it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how'd I do that? But all 400 songs, though, I never wrote nothing down. Seriously. Like, seriously. Never. Like, on these songs. Like, the joints I got with Spiz at his house, like, in the vault, like, yeah, I go out and probably, you know what I'm saying, jot down the hook real quick, and that's when I'm going in the booth. But this made me be self-sufficient. Like, GarageBand, the app, I couldn't. This is not good with me reading off paper anyway, doing raps. You know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like my mind is like just programmed to just be 10 seconds ahead of myself. I've been doing it for so long, you know. But that's a dope part. I thank God for that part of that gift because the songs come out. You able to do 2-3 songs a day, rapping like that. Like Spears called me the other day. He had somebody in the studio. He said, "Yo, hey man, I need a verse for this. I need you to show somebody something. Do this." And shout out to my man G-Man. Yo, G-Man, dope. Shout out to G-Man. And one of the dopest artists I ever heard, G-Man, it's a track that I got with him. So, you know, I did a verse, sent it back to Spears. I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that. Like, if that, like, and this was just a 16, you know what I'm saying? Wow. But it's something good to have because I wouldn't have got these songs done if I had to write them. You know what I'm saying? That's like, if I had, if you got to write stuff like that, like, I really appreciate this body of work because it was something that I felt. All the songs that's got that uppity feel, like I'm just talking shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did those the same way. But when I did the songs that, because I got song joints on this mixtape that's talking about what we going through right now. The pandemic, the political part, cops killing black folks and things like that. Yeah. You know, that's why I really named it A Long Story Long because, you know, you look on the mixtape and you be like, God damn, this song, say it's 4 minutes and 36 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Because and the whole 4 minutes and 36 seconds, I'm rapping from the beginning to the end with no hook, telling like the real truth. Like, I got a whole song about the cop that put his knee in the guy's neck. What's his name? Eric Gardner, right?
No, Floyd with the knee. My bad. But that's fucked up because there's so many black men getting killed. You can't even remember the fucking name and the time that it happened in the incident. Like, you know, but it was good that I was able to touch on those subjects and touch on different things of that nature and touch on songs about love and everything else. It's like a pot of gumbo. One of the, you know, that's what this body of work is. It's, I went everywhere with it. I like Brown Baby. If y'all heard the song Brown Baby, my son was messing up in school. My youngest son, he was messing up in school, Malik, and I didn't know whether to chew him out. You know, whoopings, like, so I just said, yo, I'm about to just do a song for him. And I was literally not even at home, but when I got the word that he was messing up, he just made the transition from the 5th to the 6th grade. He was messing up real bad. I just got on GarageBand and found the beat, and then it went perfect because he was my only brown-skinned kid. Like, he the darkest, and then she say, brown baby, and I just basically talked everything from the top to the bottom, the truth, and told him everything he did good, you know, and I spoke to my son through a song. Mm-hmm. So instead of sending my son a text like, I'm going to whoop that ass when I get home, I sent him a song and said, you can do better, and you know it. Listen to this, and know how much people love you, know how much I love you, and do this. But
that's
awesome.
Awesome.
Get it together. I mean, you know, this
that's pretty dope.
Yeah, this
dope.
cyber school stuff is really hard for these kids.
It's hard
nowadays.
for the babies.
You know, I don't know.
I mean, it's different. If anything, it's different. And they have to adapt. A lot of kids are not adapting.
Yeah, my son showed me some work he was doing. I said, boy, you better get that shit out. I don't know what the hell that is, nigga.
Like, you don't come over here without...
You know how long it's been since I went into a class?
That was funny, Mike.
I'm only 25.
Mikey, so listen, what do you, how do you feel about the,
Look, she calling me Mikey already.
Louie, that's family. Like, that's we're cool, close.
It's cool,
like,
it's cool.
I'm sorry, Louie.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. Like, Loui is my alter ego.
Mike Loui.
That's my artist name, Loui, but y'all definitely can interview this whole interview if y'all come out.
Because we're interviewing Mikey and Loui today.
Like
Mikey,
that's, people know if somebody call me Mikey, they've been knowing me over 20 years.
Absolutely. But what I was going to say is, what do you feel about the era, the way that Detroit rap is going right now? What's your take on that? How do you feel about our sound?
I love it.
Good. That's what's up.
I love it. I love, because each and every individual is doing what they are.
Absolutely.
I love Detroit music. I love every Detroit artist. I'm talking about from the even the ones I haven't heard yet. I love it already.
Absolutely.
Because you from Detroit and you trying to make it. One thing about me, I don't never knock nothing. If somebody made a song called "I'm looking through the blinds," I'm looking through the blinds, I'm looking through the blinds with 100 stacks. At the end of the day, yo, get your money, bro. Like, if it worked for you and your family, get your money. Like, right. It's no way that I ever be like, man, Detroit or any rap for that, matter. Like, anybody that's in hip hop, period.
Yeah.
I don't care if you make a song called Bubblegum and Marshmallows. If you make money off of it and it's you surviving and living off of it, yo, do your thing. Any black man or white man, to that matter, is anybody who's making money and living and making a living off of music, yo, I'm all for it. I love Detroit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm from
That's what's
Big
up.
Sean, everybody.
Yeah.
If you from Detroit, I love all your shit.
Who's your top 5 from Detroit?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Talk about it.
No, this ain't gonna be trouble because I'm gonna be real. I don't have a top 5.
Come on, Mike.
Not for my city.
Not from your city?
Because I feel like we all the Avengers. I feel like we all on the same team. Like, we definitely, like, top 5 in my city. I can't say it because I'm not gonna say that one person is better than the other. I can't even say Eminem, then you know what I'm saying? Because people expect people to be like, okay, M gotta be in there, and then Blade, and you know, everybody. That question can go without being answered because
Okay.
even if I answer that, everybody is gonna have their own top five.
Right.
Top fives are personal. You're supposed to keep them in your head. Like some people tell they top fives when really that's a secret that you ain't supposed to tell, because everybody feels a way. If I tell you my top
But
five
they
right
do
now,
it though.
if I
They
tell
do
you,
it. They tell their top
if
five.
I tell you my top five in Detroit right now,
Yeah.
people will think that I'm very wrong by saying it. You
But
ready
it
for
could
my
be two
top
cats
five?
at your camp that nobody even heard of
You
yet.
ready for
it's
my
your
top
top
five?
five. Absolutely. Run 'em.
My top five.
Run them.
Hip hop, rap, Detroit.
Hip hop rap.
Artists.
Who you fuck with?
I fuck with everybody.
Top five.
I mean, it can just be the top 5 that's in your playlist.
That's what I'm talking about. Right.
It don't have to be
I mean, that's
time.
no. Listen, here it is. The question was, what's my top five?
That's it.
Me.
Yours.
What's my opinion?
Yeah.
Because my opinion is my opinion.
Absolutely.
My top five, musically, period, or just hip hop?
Yours, Detroit though. Detroit
Detroit.
is what I said.
Lil Daddy, Mike City, 550 City,
This cat.
Mike Loui, and Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like my top five is all five. My top five is all 5 stages that I've been through in this rap game. I'm just saying, I reinvented myself 5 times. I started off as Lil Daddy, aka Mike City.
See, I didn't know that.
And then I went from Mike City, aka 550 City.
Yeah.
Then I went from 550 City to Mike Loui. Then I went from Mike Loui just to Loui. Like I reinvented myself in the 5th. That's 4 out of the name. But the 5th one is who I am right now, talking to you right now. That's the 5th nigga.
That's Louis.
And that's why I got a 5 on my coat right now. And that question was supposed to be asked. Hey, and at the end of the day, that's not taking nothing away from
Woo-wee.
all the talent that everybody in Detroit has. It's not taking away nothing. That's just
Nah.
how I'm supposed to feel right now.
Right.
Because I'm really the underdog. Nobody knows me. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
you put me somewhere and you're gonna know me.
Right.
You're gonna know me.
Right.
Nobody is gonna know me until I get on that stage and make them.
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel like I'm the best performer that people can come
You
see.
rock shows. I've seen you.
I'm definitely a hot ticket. Like, but I've seen a lot of Detroit artists go crazy and be the hot ticket at the same time. I just love music and hip hop in Detroit, period. Because I've been to the Bullfrogs and I've been to the shows and saw these struggling artists trying to come up and get theirs.
Yeah.
I like the hunger.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And even with the artists that made it, like Peasy,
Right.
Vezo, Sada Baby, everybody who made it, they still got that hunger.
Yeah.
Once the hunger go away, it's like you're not interested anymore. But as long as you see that hunger or you hear the hunger, yo, I love that because it only makes me hungrier.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Absolutely.
the type of person that's like, yo, I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? But as far as top 5s, when I said I was my top 5, that was just me trying to give myself that energy. So when I leave here, I can do another song and it might be called I'm My Own Top 5. I mean,
It's dope.
you know, I want to let people know where the camera. Which camera I'm looking at. I want to let everybody know.
Do that R. Kelly shit, Louis.
Look, this is my life. No. Look, I want to let everybody out there know something because it's a lot of people right now that's sitting around feeling like they're not good enough because of what they just heard from another person. You understand? Like, be you, do you. Because you, whoever watching this and feel this way, you have what it takes. But you just got to be brave enough to get out there and do it. Right now, I just dropped a mixtape on YouTube. It may be people thinking like, well, you ain't got it on all platforms. No, but I got something else on all platforms. I did this on purpose, structuredly. I did this. I thought about it. I planned, I plotted, and I strategized. I'm going to give this away and put it on YouTube.
and let people just hear this because I want to come back from the dirt. I don't want to feel like I did it on some purpose. I don't want to feel like I'm coming back from the videos I shot from Made It. I want people to see me go through a certain phase. I don't want to. I can get the dopest artwork I want if I want to. That's just one call away. I can shoot 2 videos in a day if I want to. Right. That's one phone call away. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to do my covers in a way of a self-sufficient person, like on some independent, like make it happen yourself. I want people to see, like if people look at the cover to AI, artificial intelligence, which I just dropped today. Me and Spears just dropped today on YouTube. And I'm describing myself as a cyborg, and I put it out because people was calling me like, yo, that song not on the mixtape. So I put it out as a single for them, right? I could shoot a video for that. I could have waited, right? Instead of just making a cover myself.
Right.
But I want people to see the grind. Like, listen, build yourself up. I don't care how long I've been doing stuff and people look at me like, man, you supposed to be on this level right now. Right. Oh, man, you do. That ain't professional enough. Nah, nigga, the music will speak for itself. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but it ain't got shit to do with what comes out your mouth and the magic that happens when you make a motherfucking song. And I'm sorry for cussing. I try.
Oh, no. It's reality.
People got to know that if you don't have the tools at home to make album covers, people telling you, man, you got to do it like this. You got to do it like this or you ain't going to get on. No, bro, sis, you could probably put a song up right now with no picture and you can be the next richest person in the world just off of that. So don't let nobody tell you that it's not good enough or you have to have it at this level. You understand? Because people like that who live that way and feel like, nah, I can't do that. I can't get the one, I can't get the Blazer. I got to get the caddy truck because, you know, that's how people know me. That's how people fuck their lives up. Because they think they have to be somebody for somebody else. That's one thing about me. I never was anybody else. I've always been myself. And everybody in this room can attest to that. I don't know the DJ, but I just met you. But at the end of the day, I always been Mikey. Even if I'm Loui. You always, if I could put a video up, then I could just put some shit up with my daughter, put some shit up with my wife. Right. I always been myself. I never sold myself out for the rap game. I said, yo, if they don't accept me for me, then it is what it is. I'm gonna give them good music, but if they don't accept me for who I am, I smile a lot. Like, what y'all want? Y'all want me to put a bunch of guns on a video and show y'all how much money I got or something like that? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want people looking at me like I'm a piece of meat, but I can give you the music. One thing about it is, it's so many markets out here that some people, and I'm talking to the haters, that some haters think that you'll never make it. But what haters don't know, that it's 50 states. You understand what I'm saying? Detroit doesn't have to listen to their own artists. Absolutely. Because you got people in Milwaukee, you got people overseas. This is called the World Wide Web. So if I'm not popping here, I may be popping there. Right. So what people don't know is I may be getting a check Friday from Indiana. Right. You understand what I'm saying? But they looking at me here like, oh, we don't know you. But it's kind of like, yo, in Ohio, I'm big. Like, you know, I'm big in Israel. I'm big over here, but y'all don't know. And it's like, I don't have to let y'all know. Either y'all go catch on to me or y'all not. I hope y'all do because it's some good music to be heard. But if not, it's okay. I'm not mad at all. I don't be really thinking about that. I'm not mad at nobody at all. If I look on, I had to build a new Instagram because they locked me out my other Instagram. I started from 0 followers, right? In my mind, I'm like, you know what? If it's meant for me to build a whole, you know, God did that. I'm gonna build a whole nother fan base, and I'm gonna have my own fans. Right. I don't see my fans are gonna come from somewhere else, from places. You know, I don't want nobody else fans. I don't want to try to be like another Detroit rapper. And you know, if I'm talking choppy, I just want everybody to know if y'all hear me talking choppy, don't get in y'all head a picture of, you know, that I sell dope and You know what I'm saying? I send hitters to you and all that. Yo, it's music. It's entertainment. Y'all got to know, every rapper that rap is not, it's fiction. It's a lot of fiction in rap. But at the end
Tell
of the
on
day,
these fools, Mike.
I'm not
Tell
gonna,
on these
but
fools,
here's the
Louis.
thing. It's a lot of fiction in rap. Rap, hip hop, and rap is supposed to be creative. People with talent and making words go together. I got a song called Sitcom Stories I did. And I talked about the sitcoms.
Good times, the Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Like,
funny. That was
it's
dope.
about being creative. It's some rappers out here that really live what they're doing. And you know what I'm saying? God bless them and what they doing. But when you look at me, I'm who I am. Yo, when you see me, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's definitely a shooter with me. I'm not gonna lie. But that's for my own protection. And, and everybody should have their own protection.
A shooter with 'em.
In the world like this. Not a shooter with them, but everybody should be protected legally. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that they able to protect themselves.
I got my shooter
I've
with
been
me.
robbed before at gunpoint. I didn't have a weapon at the time on me. And at that, if I had a weapon, it would have went different. But I told myself from that day forward, hey, I'm not never going to be in a position where I'm not able to protect myself. How do I look letting a person try to put me in my van? Get in the van. You done already robbed me for everything. Guess what happened? I fought him for the gun, took it out of his hand. Wow. If you're watching this right now, we could have just traded the little 200 you robbed me for that new gun I took from you. Hey, but I forgive
Kraze
you.
TV.
But I forgive you. I forgive you and I love you and I hope you're doing good because that was about 15, 16 years ago, but I forgive you and I love you. I don't even know you though, but we could have swapped it out. And I say that in the song.
Dang, that's real, dude.
That's that Remy.
Loui, let's talk about inspiration since we were talking about
Michael Jackson.
Let's go there. So how about this? Like, I'm gonna shoot out because we know that throughout your life, your inspiration from music can come from a lot of different sources, and it can change. It's not always gonna be, one particular type of music or one particular genre.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna shoot out some ages, and I just want you to tell me like who was your inspiration during those periods.
Okay.
All right, bam, shoot out.
12.
The Boys.
Down my heart.
Down my heart. The Boys.
That was my boys too.
The Boys. Who else was out when I was 12? I ain't gonna say the year. See, y'all trying to slick me out of it, but The Boys.
Okay.
The Boys. ABC, Another Bad Creation. I was a big fan of Michael Bivins and Jermaine Dupri with crisscrossing. I always wanted to be that child star as well.
All right, let's go to 18.
18. Shit, Outkast, Bone Thugs and Harmony, motherfucking Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound, Dr. Dre, all that good shit. The Chronic,
Right.
all that.
What about 25?
25, shit, me. Shit.
By then, huh?
Like no. 25. I was still listening to the same shit. Like I go back.
Inspiring you the most at 25?
Inspire me like on a music level. Friends, people I knew, famous people. A lot of people inspired me when I got 25. That's when I got 25. I had already dropped the album at 21. So at that point, it was I couldn't listen to too much stuff because I didn't want it to influence what I was doing.
Went from being
Yeah.
a music fan to like, okay, I'm an artist.
Yeah. I couldn't really. I'm T.I.
Oh yeah.
Tip. I ain't gonna lie.
You
Tip and
remind me of a
Jeezy.
T.I. too.
Tip and Jeezy. I Tip and Jeezy, Gucci Man, Tip and Jeezy, whoever was hot at that moment.
At that moment.
50 Cent. 50. I know you ain't watching, but if your ass catch on to this, nigga, I had a show in Akron, and me and Spears, we was all in that car, and we listened to Get Rich or Die Trying the whole time there and the whole time back. Get Rich or Die Trying was the holy grail for me.
I'm not
hey, I had that was it. We listened to Get Rich or Die Trying the whole way. And when I did the show in Akron, it was crazy. Y'all ain't gonna believe me, but LeBron James was there. And he was in high school. I'm just saying he was. That's no lie. Like, ask him. Because I heard when the DJ said, LeBron James in the building. You gotta think Akron's small. So if it's something big happening, am I lying, Spears? I'm not lying at all. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not gonna tell no lies. Because if LeBron wasn't there, why would I say he was? Because it ain't gonna make me no money. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, LeBron was at his show. Let's listen to his music.
Right.
So I would ask you who was your inspiration right now, but I already know that it's wifey.
You think my wife my inspiration?
I already know because I heard that song #1 fan.
Yeah, but
And I was like, whoa.
see, let me break this down. When you in a marriage, right? Marriage is a partnership, right? You have to. It's like a business. Marriage is like a business deal that you can get out of if you's a fuck ass business person.
Right.
But you got to stay and you got to work on that business and make it Fortune 500, right? When I married my wife, everybody who get married, they start that business from the ground up.
Right.
Because it's those two. #1 fan was about my wife and the love that I have for my wife because she is my #1 fan. But it's also just saying, yo, that's all I need is for you to be there and believe that I'm going to do this. You know, like, #1 fan, is the lyrics is, I just need you to believe I'm going to knock this down right. Sound right, don't it? I just need you on my team. Fuck opponents. You say hit that shot, babe, I say I'm on it. One of the few things I'm on my own with. Sometimes in life, you ain't got no timeouts to draw a play up and try to get that layup. Baby, I'm clutch. I ain't got much, but all I need is, then the lady sing, you. That's basically me telling my wife, yo, you all I need. And as long as I got you, I'm good with everything, you know?
That's some grown-ass man stuff.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
that's real
because
responsible.
sometimes you have to inspire everybody around you.
Right.
Come on, like, you got to think, like, it's hard in this rap game.
It is.
It's a dream.
Yeah.
Everybody know this saying. Either you rap or you got what? An ill jump shot, right?
Yeah, you can hoop. As a
Like,
black
either
man.
you rap or you can hoop. Like, hoopers want to be rappers, rappers want to be hoopers, right?
As a black man,
So
yeah.
at the end of the day, it's kind of like, yeah, you got to understand. Of course, you know, my wife is very supportive, but, you know, don't nobody want to live based off of dreams. And let's just be clear. My wife is supportive. She loved my music, but nobody
Get to
wants to
it,
live
yeah.
based off of a dream because it's not a guarantee. You spend all this time doing the things that you're doing and you working hard toward it, but it's not a guarantee. Yeah, it's like you, but to the artist, it's like, yo, I believe in myself, I'm gonna make it.
Right.
But if you get somebody who's not of that world and they come into it, you gotta actually do things to make them understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to lead my wife down a path where she doesn't know what I'm trying to tell her. Just like I did the song for my son when he was messing up in school. I do songs for my wife because they just come out my heart like that.
Right.
So I gotta let my wife understand, like, hey, baby, listen, I'm more powerful with you doing this. You know, because, you know, my wife, she listened to the rap we grew up on and stuff like that, but she's not like, you know, this area is a lot of turn up stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My wife, she's on the classy side. Like, she don't really listen to all the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but at the end of the day, it's like I gotta warm my wife up, and I've warmed my wife up. I'm sorry, I've warmed my wife up to see, like, look, it's some light at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah.
But I just need you to come with me to find the light.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what number
absolutely,
one
that's
fan
real.
is. But I know my wife is my #1 fan in everything. She wants me to be great in everything. It's just not hip hop, right? But you make a song. I got like a whole full album that I can call the marriage album, and it will teach married people lessons in marriage.
Let's talk about marriage.
Like straight love, like straight up. I got a whole album full of that.
People need that, like really.
Like I gotta listen. If you need to know some stuff, but only if you love your wife unconditionally and you really want to be with her for the rest of your life, I got an album for you. But if you out here doing wrong and you're cheating and you're doing all that, I ain't got no album for you. Because I ain't
That
never
ain't what
leaving
you
my
want.
wife. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, this is another thing. A lot of people in hip hop, they want to hide the fact that they're married and all that. I'm not hiding that. I'm coming in married. That's why I say I'm coming back in from the dirt. I'm coming in married. If you don't accept me, then it is what it is. I can't entertain women. You know, I can let women hear my music and they can like it, but I can't lick my tongue out at you and flirt with you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yo, thank you for listening. Yeah.
Would you do a show, Married in Hip Hop? Would you be on a reality show and talk about would you do something like
Man,
that?
if I get on a reality show, that motherfucker will turn up so it'll be 80 million more viewers if I get on a reality show. Not because of drama, because I'll take advantage of the opportunity. And you know how these shows do. Me and my wife, we'd probably be in the room like, look, baby, this is what we gonna do. Tomorrow you gonna walk out and you gonna throw the eggs on me. we come up with something because we real good partners. Like me and my wife, we like Batman and Robin. Like you know what I'm saying. We real good at. You know what I'm saying?
And you haven't hesitated to talk. You haven't been shy in saying that your wife wasn't too crazy about that Mike show, though.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't feeling that,
show,
though.
I said
Huh?
that the Mike show, you wasn't into that. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta understand. I've always been, and it's crazy because the women that I've been with in relationships beforehand, if they ever get wind of me being married, they're gonna have to admit, like, yo, people thought he was a player, but that's just what it looked like. Y'all gotta understand. I'm an entertainer. The Mike show, I was just entertaining. After that camera went off, I turned into myself and left. I had to entertain.
Well, people don't know. Explain to the people what was going down on the Mikey show.
A lot of shit. Like, I would put it like this. The Mike show was basically a Facebook show that I had, and it was, a bunch of Facebook friends, and we used to dance around and lick our tongues out and flirt with all the girls. And I'm not in a relationship at this point, right? I haven't even met my wife at this time,
Right.
But we just doing just so much shit that it's getting to the point where it was like, nigga, you 2 steps from hell.
Wasn't that bad?
You get
Y'all used to
I made some shit up called it was
the
entertaining.
rap.
It was in it. No, it wasn't no twerking unless some females came over and they did it. But we was entertaining. We were entertaining. It was a real show. It was a real show, and I was playing. It's just like Steve Harvey. He has to go do Family Feud. He has to be him. He has to do what he got to do to make Family Feud good, right?
Right.
So I had to be on every time I hit the camera. You know, I could be in a bad mood, but I know we gotta make sure we feed the followers what they want.
Right.
I could be like this before the camera come on, and then when the camera come on, what up, y'all? What up? This the Mike Show. What song y'all want to hear? Because I'm an entertainer.
A lot of people up, and I know it was a lot of singing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of dancing. It was a lot of family coming over, and it was a lot of flirting and women.
Yeah, it was different.
All on my cousin. I'm like, get off my
It was
cousin.
different. It was different. I'm not gonna lie. I've had, and here's a story, and this is real. People would look at the Mike Show if it still exists online, but I actually have all the Mike shows saved. Every last show saved in my phone, right? Epic. It was a good show, but I was doing this shit called the floor cam. I would put the camera on the floor and hump the floor and all that old bullshit. Like I mean, at the time it was fun because it was getting the views and stuff, and I was on to something. You know what I'm saying? We was all on to something. Me, Juice, Dion was getting his people was getting to know who Dion was by him singing on the show every night. And I looked at the bigger picture. I said, hey, everybody can get some, you know what I'm saying, notoriety off of this. So I kept it going. Sean was a good piece to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody played their role to make that show what it was, but it had got to the point where it had got to the point where one day we had a party and I couldn't even walk through the crowd because if I walk through the crowd, it's like I'm private to get snatched off.
Lord,
I'm just saying, like they was grabbing like that. Like it started to get to the point where people would bring females over there because just to see if they'd go get they baddest stallion and be like, oh, I got one, and you ain't gonna turn this one down. And they would really come in there like, yo, nigga, I'm here to,
wow.
And I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, go upstairs. I'm about to come up there in a minute. They go upstairs. I'm gone. The whole time in my mind, the whole time I did the mic show, people don't know this. The whole time, I'm just let y'all know. The whole time I did the mic show, just know I was thinking about sex spirits and all that type of stuff. I didn't want to do nothing with nobody. And shout out to those who did something with people. But I got the hell up out of there. It wasn't for me. Hey, listen, life is a road.
Yeah.
That God paves for you, right?
That was part of your journey.
Right.
And if I would, man, listen, I've always been the way I grew up. Sometimes I found myself sitting in corners as a kid, crying, saying nobody loves me, right? So I got out at an early age. And you remember I'm clamming out the milk chutes and sneaking out. Mikey gone for a week, and he's like, you know what I'm saying, Mikey gone for 2 weeks. Where Mikey at? Here. I go in the house, it smell like bleach. I'm walking right back out that bitch like I'm not cleaning up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gone. I was out. I was in the streets, at a young age. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like I've always wanted love, like just one. I always wanted just one. If I got with one and it wasn't that one, it hurt. I went through a lot of heartbreaks. You know what I'm saying? But I knew that being that I wanted that, I just found somebody. Well, God led me on that path to find somebody who wanted the same thing.
Right.
And now I'm just like, yo, I'm going by the rules. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna go by the rules. And if anybody don't respect that, then I take the fact that you don't listen to my music. If you don't respect the fact that I go by the rules of being married, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna let y'all know, there's really no chance to get me. It's no chance.
A lot of women.
I'm gonna be real. It's no chance. I'm not the shit or nothing. I'm not.
Him.
Yeah, they stopped. They completely. When they found out I was married and I started posting me and my wife and my happiness, they left.
Well, that was respectful.
I stopped getting one like.
That's
My
respectful.
one like was my wife, but guess what? That's how God wanted it.
Right, that's respectful.
But
What's next for you, Mikey?
I still respect those women that was on the mic show, but at the end of the day, they may have been looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, we go respect his boundaries of his marriage. Because
good.
I never had none of these women in a personal space. So maybe they was just like, all right, I'm not go, it feel kind of awkward to like one of his selfies, because,
So let me ask you this, because I watched that transformation, and I saw how you just was like drop dead serious about Jen and just like totally in love. I want to know, what was that journey like? What was that like for you? How did you know that you met the one and that you was ready to get married?
Shit. When I told that pastor, like, I do. Nah, I'm gonna tell y'all the real story. not because my wife is in the building. Let me tell y'all the real stuff. I knew I was gonna marry my wife when I went on a 7-day cruise, a Caribbean 7-day cruise. I had never been aboard or anything like that, but me and my wife went on a 7-day cruise with my family, my grandmother, my aunties, and we stayed in the same room with my grandmother, you know, and I spent that time, and my grandmother shortly passed after we got back. You know what I'm saying? Rest in heaven to my grandmother, but my wife literally did everything for my grandmother. And when I saw that, and we were just dating at the time, I remember just laying down on a cruise ship, looking at the stars with her, and I just told her, like, yo, I'm going to marry her. Like, when I get back, I'm going to marry her. Like, this is it. Like,
Oh, that's beautiful.
like, we in the middle of nowhere. Y'all know on cruises, it's just pitch black.
Right.
And her birthday was actually on the cruise because, you know, her birthday is on the 26th. Sometimes it fall on Thanksgiving, and we're on the boat on Thanksgiving, and it's probably her first Thanksgiving away from her family. It's my first Thanksgiving away from, you know what I'm saying, but I'm with mine, but I'm away from home. That was my first Thanksgiving. But me and my wife clicked the first day we actually, I met her on a Charlie, but we really didn't say nothing to each other. That was Mike's show because I was filming the Mike show at the time. But, you know, the crazy part is it wasn't structured. I called her. She was working at State Farm. My insurance agent had retired from another State Farm. I got in touch with her, and she put my stuff back together. And, you know, after that, we went out on a date, and from there, it was history. And
Beautiful story. So what's next for you, Loui? What you got coming up next?
Next is just music. Like, I got 400 songs to put out, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Like, I really wanted to drop a mixtape every Friday and just make history.
That sounds dope to me.
Yeah, I really wanted to, but it's you know, you got people that's like, yo, you do that, they not going to get to know this. You're not going to give them time to learn this. You're not going to give them time to learn this because I'm trying to get back in the lab with Spears.
Maybe once a
continue
month.
what we doing. Yeah, maybe once a month or something, but
Yeah.
I got to get this music off, you know what I'm saying? And then go album mode.
All right.
But it's like this music got to be heard. You know what I'm saying? It got to be heard because it was in that moment. But what's next for me is just keep on, you know, pushing, you know, because I'm still a human being. I still go through everyday life. Like, I don't want nobody to get it twisted. Like, marriage is not an easy job.
Right.
Like, love is love. You know what I'm saying? And I know my wife loved me. I love my wife. But anybody that's married know that you ain't going to walk in my house and it's just going to be a bunch of people floating around. You understand what I'm saying? Like, like, people don't get nobody you don't get nobody no false stories in marriage. Marriage
Absolutely.
is something that you work for. God don't just give you nothing and just say, here, it's going to be everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm not saying that me and my wife fight and y'all not seeing the real shit.
Absolutely
But what I'm
not.
saying is a marriage is something that you have to work for. And that's a job as well as raising kids. It's just like raising kids, being married, and having a real job and rapping and everything. Everything is a job. It's work.
Right.
So you have to be understanding. You have to be able to communicate and talk about things.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because no two people are the same. You know, my wife may want pizza. I may want Wendy's.
So go grab a pizza and stop at Wendy's.
Exactly.
Simple.
But and then what? Somebody may be like, yo, it don't make no sense to go to both places. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
We go think about it, right? But you know, I love my wife, and at the end of the day, I told myself, yo, if the rap game doesn't accept me because I'm married and I'm living the right way that I'm supposed to be living, I mean, the American dream for dope dealers is meeting the plug, I guess, and being rich like Big Ninja. I
mean, but that's the American dream for me is being married and eventually going to heaven. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I could be rapping right now, but y'all mess around, look up some years from now, y'all see me preaching a sermon. I'm just saying.
Absolutely, I see that in you too.
I'm not gonna front. I love Jesus. I mean, I'm not gonna front. It is He working on me every day. I'm not. One thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna bring Him up, and I'm not gonna not bring Him up in the conversation because He gets me where I need to go.
Right.
Jesus, that is, and that's just the bottom line. And I just hope everybody take to my music. I hope everybody give it a chance and give it a listen. And I hope y'all enjoy it because it's so much more to come. And I just want all the fans out there and all the friends out there to know that I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all, whoever y'all are. If I don't know y'all or nothing, at the end of the day, I'm just a good guy that'll see you if I don't know you and say hello. And probably hold the door for you 9 times out of 10 if I'm coming out the gas station behind me. And I just want y'all to listen to what I have to offer. If you don't listen to rap music, then it's okay. But at the end of the day, God has His plan for me, and whatever that plan is, it's gonna happen, whether it's people or not.
One last question I want to know: will we ever get a Dion, Loui, Crystal, and Sue Ann Lucas on one project?
That's the hardest question.
On one project.
Asked.
I need you to say it on the Kraze
that's
show.
The hardest question I've been asked today.
He said that's the hardest question.
I'm serious. Like, that's the hardest question. Like, that question right there is.
Come on.
You know what? I'm gonna be very honest.
Can we get
I'm
one?
gonna be very truly honest, and I'm not buzzing. I just want everybody to know I'm not buzzing. I'm not. Look at my eyes. I'm not buzzing. I'm serious. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen.
One song?
No, one song can happen, but a project. I don't think a project will happen because everybody kind of on their own type of time.
Yeah, I got you.
And,
I feel it.
You know, in this type of game, I mean, you see how Pure over there, she doing what she got to do, and it adds to what you have to do.
Absolutely.
And it all comes full circle. You know what I'm saying? And if you looked at Pure and be like, why you got all the cameras by you? And why you know how to work all the equipment? Like, you got to look at it. You think of it like this. If you don't know how to work what she know how to work, and if you don't know what she does, you can't do it.
Right.
You just at home going live, right? So everybody plays a part in this to make it happen. Right. Like Pure may be able to say, you know what, I'm a do this because I know how to work everything. I could be a DJ, I could be a host,
bingo.
I could be this, I could be that, I could be this, I could be that, right? Sometimes when you know how to do too much,
you end up doing nothing.
No. What it is some people don't like, because all my brothers and sisters, they all very, very talented.
True.
Like,
say
more
the
talented
least.
than me. Like, to the point where can't nobody say, it would have to take a big manager and a big somebody to actually
structure everything.
We can't do it with each other because if it's just too many ideas bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
For us to catch one.
Somebody have to lead.
Because he said one song, so that's a win. Thank you.
Yeah, we get you. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take it.
We definitely can do an album. We could do. I'm trying to get them to do a reality show. I think.
Yeah, that'll be dope too.
I think if we shot our own pilot.
Yeah.
Like you see all them cameras you got. Like I think if we took 3 weeks out of our life and said we're gonna let the cameras follow us for 5 hours a day for 3 weeks straight, and we edited that footage and showed people.
How about this? Do 1 weekend at a time.
Yeah,
Somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if we do that and show people like what's really going on, and because people like the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But some people they not like me. They don't want to. When they come out, they coming out right.
You feel me? And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I feel like if we shoot a reality show, it'd definitely be some.
I
it'd
feel like I
definitely be the
agree.
new shit.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But an album,
We got to start somewhere.
Dion gotta let me produce his vocals first.
Dion, let your brother produce your vocals.
Tell
You got to
him.
get this shit did, okay?
Dion, don't give Dion ain't the greatest singer ever.
Right.
You know, best singer in the world, Chrissy. Best singer in
Christo
the world.
Lucas and Sue Ann
Best
Lucas
singer, writer,
and,
everything.
and Michael Lucas. What?
Hey, I'm just, hey, I'm gonna
course
be
she
honest. I'm
writes.
just glad to be in that. Like
A part of that.
Chrissy, Sue, and Dion, they a force. You know what I'm saying? Like
Fire.
And for me to be the only person on the rap end,
That's what make it
You gotta
so dope.
think
That's
it's
why I would
kinda
love to
like-
see the project. Yeah,
they all
Sue
can
can
spit.
spit too.
Chrissy on my first album.
What? Sue
Chrissy
can spit
rapping on
too.
my first album. Like
They
and
they
you know
all
what's crazy?
talented.
Dion, he was rapping first as well. Like everybody, put it like this: everybody who can sing, they low key can rap.
Exactly.
Right? You see Chris Brown on Funk Master Flex going crazy,
Yeah.
like spitting.
Yeah,
better than-
it go
you
hand
know,
to hand.
Everybody who can sing can rap.
But not everybody who can rap
Not
can't
everybody
sing.
can rap, sing. But
That's for
everybody
sure.
who can hold a note, they can rap. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They've been there before. They've been.
Yeah,
around
I
before.
agree.
Nicki Minaj, right?
Mhm.
Everybody nowadays, you gotta have this package,
Mhm.
and then you know what I'm saying. Right now, we going through a transition in hip hop where it's rapping and singing.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
You
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
thing.
It's now the melody is what it is for us.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
It's and the I just want my music to become jingles. Like what song? I bet you I can name a song that no artist has ever put out, but everybody in this room knows, and everybody that's watching knows this song.
So they never sampled, you mean?
Now I'm just saying,
Oh.
if I say this song,
Mhm.
this is how I want my songs to be known.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I start this off, everybody in this room, if y'all know it, y'all can just catch on. Right?
Okay.
I bet you everybody in here know it.
What song is it? Let's go.
Lock this number inside your brain. 1-800-411-PAIN. Tell me y'all know that shit. Tell me y'all know it.
I didn't know that shit.
Y'all don't
I didn't
know
it.
1-800-411-PAIN?
No, I knew it when you got to 411 pain.
They know it.
I didn't know the beginning part. That was funny
They
though.
know it. They know it. Hey,
Yeah,
you gotta think about
absolutely.
it. Like jingles, it's
Yeah.
money in that too.
Man.
I'm trying to get on that. I'm
Yeah,
trying
me
to write
too.
some jingles. I'm trying to write. I actually, matter of fact, before I get out,
I
of
love
here,
to write jingles.
I actually have a book
Mhm.
that I'm currently I think I'm done with it. I just need to. I'm about to try to get it published
Mhm.
in a way, and I don't.
You
care
wrote
if
a
I gotta-
book?
I don't. Yeah. I it's an audio book.
Mm.
Like I just took my phone one day and just started from the beginning of my life and told my life.
Mhm.
It's like I have a book that I need somebody, an editor, to go in and structure it
Mhm.
like you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I was thinking about I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the book printed out.
Published and everything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, and even if I gotta get out here and
Trunk it out the car.
sell books out the trunk of my
I know-
car.
I know folks
you
who
know what
do
I'm saying? I will do that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sell them online, out my car.
Yep.
However, some people may look at it like, you doing petty little work. No, I'm a
It's a
CEO.
grind.
Like, when you doing that type of stuff, you're a boss.
Yeah.
Don't
that's what you are.
nobody ever let nobody tell y'all that if you're selling your own books that you wrote about your life if you sitting on the corner selling your own books, that you're not a boss. You are a boss. First of all, you're a genius for writing your own book.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, you're a boss for getting out there and making it happen and getting those books sold. So if you ever see me on the corner, you could call me broke, you could call me struggling, but just
Just
make
buy
sure you
that
call
book.
me a CEO afterwards.
Just buy that book. Give a
And
damn
I'm
what you
just
call
saying,
them, huh?
'cause some people get the message messed up. Like,
Mhm.
yo, listen, if If you see me out there and I have a book, a trunk full of books, and my name is on them, I'm the author of the book, and I'm selling them out my trunk. That's called hustling. That's called working. That's called getting money. That's called I can make more selling my book an hour than I can make working at any job out here.
Absolutely.
You tell me I can't sell 4 books in 1 hour.
You can.
Come on.
You can.
If I sell them for $10 a piece, I'm making $40 an hour.
Absolutely.
So y'all watch out for the book. It's called The Gift of Gab. Okay? The Life of Michael.
Loui.
Say my last name.
Loui, it's been a pleasure. This has been real. In fact, we got to bring you back.
I love this interview.
We got to bring you back.
With liquor too. Pure.
What do you want to leave them with?
I'm proud of you.
Oh, I want you to give out your social medias. How can they find you?
Congratulations.
Like, where's the music? Talk about that really quick. Give them your social media.
The music is on YouTube right now. It's on. The music is on YouTube. I put it on YouTube. It's just on YouTube right now. The music that I want you guys to go hear, but all of the music I've done in the past is on there as well. You could just go on Mike Loui on YouTube.com or just type in Loui, YouTube.com, and just click the links on my social media. My Facebook is Loui Lucas, Loui 3 times, and then Lucas on Facebook.com, and my Instagram is Loui, Loui _THE_grind. Loui_the_grind on Instagram. Y'all go check it out. Click the link in my bio. Check out my videos. Check out my new mixtape. That's what I want y'all to listen to. It's been real. I'm on the Kraze show, and
Kraze show.
The
My brother been messing it up all day.
Hey, listen.
I love it though.
Kraze is a short term for crazy.
You got it.
Like I'm on the Kraze show. It's been real. Everybody be safe and
what song we gonna leave them with? What you want us to
love one another.
Close out with? I want to close out with a Loui joint.
I want y'all to close out like this, like my walk away song.
This gonna be the end of your walk away song. Really want to do that pandemic freestyle, but you ain't gonna give them that, is you?
No, go ahead. I'll let you do that.
What not? Do you? Okay. So you got that one.
Go ahead, play that.
This is off Long Story Long, guys, and it's what 22 joints on this project.
Tasha's favorite joint.
This is my favorite joint.
She say
it go hard.
She say this her favorite joint. I'm gonna let her go ahead and ride it out. Yeah.
Loui.
Yeah. Pandemic flow.
Pandemic take.
You like this? When it come in, when that sample come in, don't you? Yeah.
Pandemic take, volume 1. Come on and take that
boy is Benny Hanna.
Locked up in the crib, what I'm supposed to do?
See, I turn it up though.
All I can do is record.
Cause when it come on, you gotta feel that. You gotta feel that. Which camera is it? That one?
Gave away my old drip. Now I'm on some new shit. Yeah, that you ain't got a clue shit. What to do shit. Yeah, stuck in the crib, still cashing out. If I ain't got no drugs, then I'm lashing out. Lying too long at the dispensary. Trying to get to know who you pretend to be. Delete all ops, stay the enemy. Only people get close if they kin to me. Fuck it, have a party, is you kidding me? I'm from Detroit, murder mitten me. Yeah, ain't no facility admitting me. Only 19 I got is this Glock 19. Yeah, and it ain't COVID, nigga. 15 with one in the head, don't make me show it, nigga. Yeah, 15 with one in the head, don't make me show it, nigga. I don't know how I be doing these rap shit, I'm a poet, nigga. If the police pull me over, I'ma throw it, nigga. If you a motherfucking gangster, gotta show it, nigga. Line up all your favorite rappers. I'ma finish every one and you can get the extras. Cold piece, body snatcher. Whole existence dissolved after the capture. You don't wanna feel the rapture. Critical impact when I'm coming at you. Shit, I do 2 songs a day, a couple handguns a K. Where I lay, ready I stay. That's just for you niggas that be getting ready. This K, you chop a nigga up, call it machete. Rest in peace to my daddy, taught me how to aim. Y'all boys playing, but this shit ain't a game. Fortnite weapons in my arsenal. My niggas soldiers, they be like, what y'all marching for? Yeah, we ain't the Navy or the Army, nigga. It's suicide trying to harm me, nigga. It's suicide trying to harm me, nigga. Look, bitch. Suicide trying to harm me, nigga. Pandemic tape. Value 1, nigga.
Rich Yak Imperial Cognac. Drink responsibly. Bottled and distributed by Rich Yak Spirits, Southfield, Michigan. Launch date 11/26/2020. In stores everywhere. Rich Yak, drink like a boss.
Hit the back like a freak though. You next level, you a chick.